Let's jump to the hate list. An Indianapolis Colt, much to my chagrin, Matthew headlines it. Michael Pittman, you're not happy with Phil Rivers, 44 years old.
Yeah, or Riley Leonard. We don't know who's going to start as we sit here and tape this today, but Colts have the third lowest implied team total in Week 15. And you've got the Seattle matchup since Week 8. Seahawks have allowed the fewest fantasy points per game to opposing wide receiver. No team has allowed less fantasy points to wide receivers than the Seattle Seahawks since Week 8 of the season. Like, during that stretch, only 3 wide receivers, literally only 3 wide receivers this entire time have scored even double-digit fantasy points, even 10 fantasy points against the Seahawks. Again, uncertainty at the quarterback position, really tough matchup. Pittman's outside my top 35 for the week.
Yep. Braden Smith also in concussion protocol, which doesn't help the Colts' offensive line.
No, sir, does
that
not.
Is not an offensive line that you want injured with potentially Phil Rivers back there. Egbuka or Pittman for the third wide receiver spot. This is from Cantu Films. Matthew.
Yeah, I'm going with Egbuka tonight. I want no part of Pittman. So
yep.
I get it. Egbuka's been tough lately, but Falcons over the last 4 weeks have been a bottom 5 pass defense in terms of most yards allowed to opposing wide receivers. So hopefully Egbuka gets deep for one.
Yep. Hopefully, even though for me, Egbuka on the hate list, I agree I would start him over Michael Pittman. That's more a reflection of the state of the Colts than anything good about Emeka Egbuka.
Exactly.
He's catching less than half of his targets. That's the thing, is that Baker Mayfield keeps throwing him the ball. He keeps getting 8, 9, 10 targets each week. He just cannot bring them in. I think some of that is luck. I think some of that is that he's just in his own head at the moment. The drop touchdown against the Saints was completely insane. And even though the Falcons, their pass defense hasn't been great, a lot of that was just the second half against Seattle where JSN went berserk.
Yeah. Yep.
For the most part, they have been a run funnel defense because they haven't been able to stop anyone on the ground. Jonathan Taylor going for 244 on the ground, the defining performance there. So I think that the Bucs, season on the line, they will want to run the ball. And Emeka Egbuka, expecting Mike Evans back for this one as well, which will maybe take some attention off of him, but also creates another guy to take targets away from him. And he's not doing much with the targets that he gets for now.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.